Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Donkey Kong 64, Part 14. Part 14, fellas. In the last episode, we cleared out basically all of the just general collectible stuff that we had left to do in Frantic Factory. And today, we are going to be working towards doing the boss. And if we have the time for it afterwards, which I am pretty positive we will, we're going to be doing some of the chunky stuff we missed for both Jungle Japes and Angry Aztec. So, hopefully all that'll go well. I assume it will. I do also believe we've gotten all the banana medals for all of the Kongs over here in Frantic Factory as well. So, we are very much chilling in that regard. But, fellas, I do know... Where's this cough coming from? I do know as well that the Frantic Factory boss is a fairly iconic one. One that I don't recall being very good at, so I hope that this is not going to be terribly bad of a disaster. But, you know, is what it is at the end of the day, right? What I will also say, by the way, fellas, I gotta update you guys on something that I've realized, because I do find this is pretty important to mention. I don't know if it was last episode or the episode before. I do believe it was last episode I mentioned that I've tried to cut back on caffeine. And I don't know if I described it as like, I'm just quitting caffeine, which I don't think I did. So really, this whole segment that I'm doing probably isn't even that necessary. But, I think at first my brain was like, oh, dude, we're just going to quit it cold turkey. Guys, let's just be real. It's not gonna work. Listen, if any of you guys out there, okay, if any of you guys out there have ever faced an addiction of any sort, you probably know, okay, that quitting cold turkey is quite the task for anybody, right? It's quite the task for anybody, and I feel as if for me, a good strat, more or less, would be to, just do it in moderation, man. Hold on, I gotta fix my hair. Oh, man, it's been... Good fellas, my hair has been doing stuff to me as of recent. But, no, I feel like everything in moderation is kind of more the route that I feel like I gotta take for a hot minute. And that is definitely what I am planning, more or less, given that, you know, I just think quitting cold turkey would not be good. I remember I was laying down. I got done editing the last two videos for this, what is it? Yeah, the last two parts for this series earlier, and I went to lay down for a bit, and man, I was just like, oh, dude, I just don't feel great. But I've been getting water in my system fairly regularly, because a lot of the big problem that I had with my soda consumption, right? Oh, am I already? I've already boned myself. A lot of the problem that I had with my soda consumption, period, was just that it kind of was a substitute for water, which was not good. I mean, you need to hydrate, fellas. I think that's fairly important, all things considered, but it's just simply not what I was doing, and that's not good. You gotta make sure you're hydrating and whatnot, and that's not what I was doing. I was not taking very good care of myself. So, I think more of the goal right now for me is making sure that, you know, wow, that was, what did you want me to do? Simply put, what'd you want me to do? But I feel as if more or less, right, the strategy in my mind is just going to be more or less like, for a good while, you keep Diet Coke in the repertoire, right? But you also make sure you drink a lot of water and whatnot. Now, of course, I know this is probably not the ramble that a lot of you guys are expecting. By the way, we're doing a boss battle. Mad Jack, quite the boss. I think Mad Jack is his name. This boss is, it's definitely got a history for me, even when I do this boss. Nowadays, I'm kind of just not great at it, but I'm okay at it, right? Now, I do also think the times where I do play this boss, it's also shortened and doesn't require you to damage it as much. At least I think. I think that is the case, but I could be wrong. One of you... Okay. I'm gonna need you to be so kind to me, dude. Oh! That was horrifying. I'm just gonna be so real, man. That looked like it was just like such a pixel away from hitting me. Yeah, so I gotta do it again, and then I think after this he goes invisible, which is like, okay, dude. He also gets faster. I don't know if you guys have noticed. He gets faster, and this is just like an utter nightmare, man. Like I don't know what it is about this boss conceptually, but it has always been one of the more screwy bosses for me. I don't know. Okay, hold up. Ah! Wait. I noticed it's not lit up. I'm not getting this in time. Let's just, Whoa! Hey, nice shot, fella. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I figured we were going to be doing that. I don't know why the buttons didn't light. I don't know if maybe they only light up, for the duration that, what is it? For you know, maybe the first 2 hits is like oh, this is your tutorial sort of thing. Because if that's the case, I'm like, all right, sure, that makes sense to me, right? But, okay, I can get to that, surely. Don't you do it. Oh! What? Okay, that worked. Yeah, okay, so they just don't give you the little, like, spotlight effect. Oh my god, we still haven't entered his invisible phase? Oh, they definitely shortened this boss fight in Rando. That is... Oh, it's like 3 hits in Rando. Oh, no, I don't like that, man. Listen, I feel like at worst, we're just gonna... I didn't know we were on the edges. I just feel like we're gonna be here for a minute, man. Which is funny, because, like, I'm like, if we're gonna be here for a certain period of time, right, you may as well just, like... Oh, God, you may as well just entirely cut out, what is it? You may as well entirely just cut out doing anything with Chunky and Japes or whatnot, which I kind of wasn't expecting. I kind of just forgot how long this boss is in the original game, but it's pretty lengthy. Okay. Where are we? Okay. Okay, that's just not necessary. You don't gotta be doing all that. Okay, hold on. Wait! Calm down! Okay, that worked. I know I got hit. Oh my god. How many more hits are they gonna make me do, man? Oh, I was right on the ledge. Who would have thunk it? By the way, we are now invisible. Well, he's invisible. I'm not invisible. I'd like to clarify. Yeah, so this is kind of the part of the fight where you really got to pay a little more attention to, like, the spotlight aspect of things and just, like, checking where he is, and also the sparkle to know where he's jumping and yada, yada, yada. You kind of get the point. Okay, he landed on a blue one. I just need to figure out where there's a blue. Okay, like, where was the blue one, man? See, this is kind of the funny part. Like, and I would consider this more of a benefit than anything, right? I find it very, oh my god. I find it very funny that they don't actually give you, what is it? They don't make you lose any health when you fall. I think they do make you lose health if you generally just get hit by them, which is a choice, right? I don't know why you, I mean, like, I guess it's just generous, right? Like, it's generous and, you know, doesn't really need much of an explanation per se. Okay. Oh, hold on. You're not blasting that. Are you kidding? Oh, well, thankfully, you were generous and didn't get me bad or anything. Does this kill him? Oh, shoot. Okay. I thought, straight up. I really thought we, I thought we were just straight up going to be bound to having to do another one. Yeah, that fight is... Wow, that is definitely longer. That is so much longer than in Rando. That's crazy. Okay. Very, very neat. Cool. So that is Frantic Factory cleared out. We have fully cleared out that. And, listen, it's worth mentioning, yeah, that's, like, actually a full clear. Because... Hey, we have Chunky now, and that was full clearing it with Chunky, so we have that to look forward to. Now, real quick, We are 10 minutes in. We could probably do some stuff in Japes, honestly. I don't think we got hung up that much, right? I don't think we got hung up that much, so I think ultimately we will be okay. But we're going to go ahead and turn this in real quick, and then after this, we are going to be going back over to Japes, right? We're going to be going back over to Japes, and we're going to be doing Chunky's remaining GBs that we could not get during his absence, right? So I'm just going to try and do these sort of in the order that they're listed from the IGN thing, which the more I'm looking at them, I think it's kind of a weird, it's a weird order, right? It's a very weird order, but I think nonetheless it'll be fine. I don't really think there will be much of an issue. I don't really know if we're going to be able to, what is it? I don't know if we're going to be able to clear out Chunky's GBs for Japes this episode, but we're going to try. And, you know, at the end of the day, man, trying is half the fun, right? So I think because we hit this earlier, are they going to make me... No, okay, I didn't know if they'd make me do this again. Hey, real quick, by the way, we can just, like, kind of schmoof through here. I do know there's a banana fairy over here for when that time comes. They just, like, load this area with chunky balloons. I find that very humorous that they do it like this. I mean, I guess, you know, it's kind of a thing of, like, listen, man, you've gone so long having to back and forth do stuff in Japes. Just throw you a bone, like, free 30, you know. What is it? 30 bananas there. So you get to throw that boulder. Chunky gets to naturally throw boulders, by the way. That's kind of a thing. You don't really see it as much, I feel like, in the levels, but you see it a lot more in, say, for instance, the, what is it? You see it a lot more in the DK Isles GBs, I feel. Okay. So I'm going to be real with you. I don't remember where that actually was placed. Surely it is not somewhere so bad that we will not be able to find it within the next 30 seconds, but only time will tell, right? Only time will tell, and that's okay. So, real quick, we're just going to go ahead. Is it you? Yeah, it's you. Okay, you're the one that's by Snide's Barrel. Very neat. Okay, cool. So that's going to do it for Chunky's first GB. Also, GB number 70, if you can believe it. Okay, so the next GB is located over here by the entrance. You guys probably noticed, and you know, this has been a thing that we've been seeing since episode 1, right? We've been seeing this since episode 1. We basically have to throw this little boulder, and that will just land you a GB. Simply just throwing that boulder will land you a GB. Now, we do have something extra to do with that, for the record. I do also got to remember to, like, actually work on getting some of the actual colored bananas, because on top of being here for the GB, we are also here for getting his banana medal as well. So, you know, we're not exactly free from doing any of that. But, yeah, so real quick, Tiny just randomly gets thrown 3 banana coins in here. I don't really know exactly why they did that, but they did it, and I'm not really going to complain much. Yeah, Chunky's GBs, not GBs, but Chunky's colored bananas, if you notice. Okay. If you notice, Chunky's GBs, not GPs. Dude, I just made this mistake. Oh my goodness. Chunky's colored bananas are kind of very much segmented off into their own area, which again, I feel like it's partially in an attempt to like make the process of like working through coming back here as him a lot much less painful, because like realistically a lot of people are like, all right, this is like the 3rd time you're having to backtrack and coming to Japes, right? Because simply put, like, you know, you had to come back here for Tiny and Lanky. There we go. By the way, GB number 3 already. It's kind of crazy. Also, if you noticed, Chunky's Kasplat is right over here. Okay, or just, you know, don't grab the rope. That's crazy. So we're gonna go ahead. I was hoping I'd be able to, like, oh no, I wasn't trying to get momentum there. There we go though. We have his blueprint, and I feel like it might just be a little, well, not at that rate, but we might as well just fall there because it just simply spawns you back at the beginning. So it's not really much of an issue. So we have that. And then we actually have one last, what is it? One last GB to like properly get with him, which is, if you guys noticed, when we were over here doing stuff with Tiny, with like her mini monkey stuff and all that, you know, we went into the little hive. There is actually a little, there's a little hunky chunky barrel here for us, and if we simply jump on in here, right? He's gonna yell at me, and then we climb up this. There is a bonus barrel. And we get to do a little mini game. I don't know what mini game it actually is. Oh god, it's this one. Hey, can I be real? The first time I saw this, well, not the first time I saw this. The last time I saw anything of this was actually watching Vinesauce Vinny play this. Yeah, I realized immediately. How do you go up? How do you go up? That's my welcome to bonus stage. Yeah, I watched Vinesauce Vinny's Tag Anywhere playthrough, which was part of the reason I was even inspired to do a Let's Play of this game in the first place. So can I, like... Okay, you just have to, like, really... Hold on. Oh, don't hit me. Don't you do that. Oh, mistakes! Okay. You know what's funny? I do remember hearing some people mention that this one was fairly difficult. Yeah, I hear everyone talk about beaver bother, right? Beaver bother. Stuff like the beetle minigame, which I'm not going to pretend like the beetle minigame wasn't a little bit of BS. I mean, you guys saw I actually failed that on several occasions. Okay, so we're just going to restart. We already know how that's turning out. Welcome to bonus stage. We're going to be here for a minute, aren't we? And at the end, like towards the end of the episode too, right? Listen, I'm determined, man. If we gotta make a slightly longer episode out of this, I'll do what I gotta do. I'm just gonna choose to go on the outer. It just didn't. You didn't move, Chunky. You didn't move. Well, I think it actually does point out like arrows telling you what direction you can move in. I want to say it does at the very least, but wouldn't it be so funny if I was wrong, fellas? No, that points down. So like, why did it just? Why you no go? Why you no go? I'm just gonna go this direction. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go on the outer edge, which was a mistake. Oh, this might be the one, fellas. Oh my gosh. It had to happen eventually. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I went silent for a few minutes just because I straight up needed to, like, emotionally process the concept of getting that correctly. That's probably gonna get, like, a little bit of funny editing work done, in terms of just cutting to the actual winning attempt, because, wow, man, like, that's my beaver bother, man. Like, if you ever needed to know, that is truly my beaver bother. Holy. Okay. Hey, good news, by the way, though. We did just get, what is it? We just got our banana medal for Chunky as well. And we'll get to end this episode off by gloriously turning in our blueprint into Snide. Look, man, I'm just gonna say this straight up, and you probably, I really don't know how much of the Minecart Mayhem segment I'm gonna keep in. I might keep in like 5 attempts and whatnot, or maybe just, you know, cut it on like a funny one. Listen, the editing brain will probably find a funny stopping point for it. But like, dude, that mini game, that's my beaver bother, 100%. That mini game is complete and utter pain. Oh my gosh, it's insane. Okay, anyways, fellas, that's gonna do it for this episode of Donkey Kong 64. I gotta tell you what, man, this was a mostly good episode until I realized what my arch nemesis in terms of mini games in this game are. Yeah, that was kind of a turning point for me. Now, granted, I do still feel as if we made a really good amount of progress. It did take us a minute to get Mad Jack down, but we full cleared everything with Chunky in Jungle Japes. And so the plan next episode is that we're going to full clear everything for Chunky, or at least full clear by the standards of this Let's Play, everything for Chunky in Angry Aztec. That is the plan. And then after that, we'll be off to Area 4. So be on the lookout for that, fellas. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and hop up on out of here. Fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe like, comment, subscribe. I know it's your life. Do what you want. I don't really care. And I will see you, fellas, in the next video. Bye-bye, guys!